Awesome. I'm so glad that you asked this question, and I love talking about this subject because us pretending to be omnivores isn't really helping our cause in any way, shape, or form. And let me explain. So our mouth, let's start with our mouth, all right? Our tongue right here, it doesn't have protein receptors or fat receptors. And that is why meat often tastes tasteless. The reason that we taste meat is because added salt is added to the meat, and of course we do have salt receptors. And also another thing, when you're talking about, well, what about my chicken and it tastes delicious and all this? Well, of course it tastes good because you're adding basically, that's where the animal cannot move. It's a chomping, like this. It goes chomp, 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 chomp. Omnivores generally have larger mouths and throats for their body size. Herbivores obviously smaller, and the reason that is because the throat needs to be large enough, because when these animals they're eating other animals, they're swallowing whole, so that prevents them from choking on what they're eating. And believe it or not, actually the number one food object that caused the most choking in our world for people is, believe it or not, meat and animal products, mainly flesh, mainly just flesh. They're choking on meat. Let's talk also about our digestional tract. Our digestional tract is really, really long. And if you look at omnivores, you'll notice that they have a very short digestional tract. And that's because they need to push the meat out. They don't want to have the meat decomposing within their abdomen, which of course will cause them to get sick. And that's the problem with us. See, our digestional tract is really long because it allows us an opportunity to absorb the fiber and get the nutrients through our body. The problem is when we're eating meats that we're not designed to eat, we are causing ourselves to get sick, and that's why more people are getting colon cancer, stomach cancer, and an array of many other things. Also, one telltale signs that we're also herbivores is we have no retractable claws. If you look at nature out there in the real world, you'll notice that any prey animal has claws for us to capture the prey. We also have to cook our food, otherwise we're going to get really sick. We also don't eat the genitalia, the asshole, and the eyeballs of said animal, but a carnivore isn't going to be too picky. They're going to eat all of it. We also don't salivate when we see roadkill on the side of the road. We salivate, however, when we see that rainbow of fruits and veggies that were just given to us. What else? I mean, there's so many different things. I would love for you to research a little more. I probably should do another video because there's so many other telltale signs that